Hey guys, so I'm going to go ahead and read the article, The Force is With Us, that's assigned for this week's homework. Please feel free to listen as you read along if this is helpful for you. Okay, here we go. The force is with us. A push or a pull is what is known as a force. A force can make something move, and it can stop something from moving. When you throw a flying disc, you use a push force to cause it to move through the air. Catching the flying disc would apply another push force, although this time your hands are pushing back against the moving object. When you apply a force in the opposite direction to the one the flying disc was moving in, you can stop it from moving. It's not just push forces that can move objects. Pull forces can too. If you apply a pulling force to a door, the door opens, moving towards you. Now imagine you're in a parking lot at the supermarket. Your shopping cart starts rolling away. How do you stop it? You reach out and you pull the handle. This applies a force in the opposite direction to the one the cart was rolling in. As it slows down and stops, now all of your food is safe. Forces can have different strengths. The bigger the force, the more effect it has on the object. If you give a soccer ball a gentle nudge with your foot, it won't go very far. But if you kick the ball as hard as you can, the ball will go faster and further than it did when you nudged it. That's because your foot pushed the ball with more force. The same applies to pulling forces. If you pull a door open with all of your strength, it opens pretty fast, and it'll probably make a loud bang if it hits the wall. So it's best not to try this at home. You might think that if an object is stationary, no pull or push forces are acting on it. Actually, a stationary object can have one or more forces pushing or pulling it. It's just that the forces are balanced. The effect of one force cancels out the effect of the other. Imagine you and your friend are pushing on either side of a door with the same force. The door doesn't move. Does this mean there are no forces acting on it? Nope. It doesn't move because the two forces acting on either side of it are balanced. You and your friend are both pushing in opposite directions, but you're equally strong, so nothing happens. Now, if the person pushing the door shut applies more force than the person pushing it open, the door would close. The two forces would be unbalanced because they are of different strengths. What about what happens when two moving objects run into each other? Imagine you and your friend are both practicing basketball. You each have your own ball in your hands and you're both shooting at the same hoop. If you shoot at the exact same time and the balls collide in midair, what happens? In each case, each ball would apply a push force to the other, causing them both to change directions. It's pretty unlikely here that either of you would make a basket. Maybe you should take turns shooting. Okay, go ahead and you may reread the article if you think that would be helpful, or you can go ahead and start the questions before submitting your homework.